Hey guys, it's day 7 of 100 days of posting. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting pretty tired, but today we're gonna do a story time because I don't have it in me to edit a full video or anything. But my ring. So my husband lost my ring in the ocean. If you didn't watch my previous vlog, just a quick recap of we went on a unicycle date, rowed down to the ocean, but to the beach, and we were gonna play frisbee at the water. And I gave my husband my ring in ankle deep water and said, "Could you put this up by the bag?" I should never have given it to him. I should have just done it myself. I know. But he fiddled with the like in his pocket. There's a string and he's trying to tie it. And I was like, "Honey, just put it up by the water." And as a wave comes, he drops it. And it's ankle deep water, but the wave came up to our knees, and so we were like, "Oh my gosh!" And the ring is a rock. It's not. We got so blessed with that ring. I designed it, and the person who made it was a family friend, and we should never have been able to get a ring as nice as we got. And it's like my favorite item in the world. My favorite item, like thing that I've ever owned is this ring. And so he drops it and I'm looking at him and I saw shock. I was so upset. And he's so upset. And so I'm just like, let's just look for it. And we're just looking down at the ground. And I'm going up, I'm calling my family, I'm telling them to pray for us because I'm freaking out. And eventually Brock had work and we had to leave, and I was so upset. So we came home, I was crying a bunch, snot, everything. And then Brock left for work and I was alone in the house and I flipped. I was like so dramatic. I was so distraught. I love this ring. And so I'm like flipping over the mattress and stuff and just kind of like healthy raging. I'm just throwing stuff around the room. It's already messy anyway. And I'm just like, I just need to get it out. And then my dad called the lifeguards and asked about it. And they were like, oh, sometimes we have metal detector guys come. So I was like, oh, okay, well, and they didn't give us a lot of other information. And so I ended up looking up online myself to find a metal detector guy. And it's the day before Mother's Day. And I'm like, oh, tomorrow's Sunday and Mother's Day, and we need to find someone to come out and get this ring. It's gonna be so crowded because it was just like a random heat wave weekend on a holiday. And so I finally find this guy who's 24 hours, like open 24 hours, Curtis the Ring Finder. And I call him, it's like it's between 8 and 9 p.m. and I'm calling him, I'm like, I lost my ring in the ocean. And he's like, how far out were you? And I was like, oh, like ankle to knee deep. And he's thinking, he's like, okay, like it happens a lot. We find these, there's a good chance I'll find it. And I was like, really? He's like, yes, rings are heavy, so they just sink in the sand, they don't go anywhere. And I was like, okay, not wanting to hope that we would find it. And eventually he was so nice. He was so nice, and he was so excited when I was like, he's like, did it fall off your finger? I was like, no. I watched my husband drop it. Like, we know exactly where we just dropped it. And he was like, oh yeah, we're gonna find this thing, we're gonna find this thing, we're gonna do. And I was like, heck yeah, Curtis, we're gonna find this thing, we're gonna do it. And he does everything reward based, so you choose how much you pay him based on like how much you can afford to and the item that he's getting for you. He was so sweet. It was more of a service thing than anything. I was like, this is amazing, like what a blessing. And he actually agreed to meet us at like 4 a.m. So we go to the beach at 4 a.m. and there's Curtis, and he's in like this beanie, he's got this goatee. I'm gonna put pictures at the end of the video of Curtis, or right now, maybe I'll edit it a little bit. And so funny. He was such a nice guy, but he's like going up and down with his detector, keeps picking up stuff. And he's like, there's so much stuff here, look at all these things I found. He like walked towards us like 30 minutes in, and there's like an earring and a coin and just like random stuff. And then he keeps going, and he comes up and he's like, is there any chance you were a little deeper? And I was like, yeah, there could have been. It's hard to tell when the shore is, because we went at low tide, that's why we were there so early. And we're like, yeah, it could have been deeper. So he goes deep, like a row deeper, 2 rows deeper. And all of a sudden you just see him like, he's like, oh. He starts digging with this little digger with his thing. You'll see it in the picture that I put right there. And he starts digging as fast as he can, and he picks us up and he's looking at it and he's like rinsing it off, and everything else he kind of dug slow and just like was looking at. And he picked it up and he's like, I will be real surprised if this is not your ring. So he starts walking, like speed walking up to us, and oh my gosh, I was so excited. I cried so much. You can see it in the pictures and the video on the way home.
So what ended up happening?
Curtis found it.
Let me see.
I am just like shocked. And there's actually, so I have my ring now. I wasn't wearing it so that I could tell you guys a story and not spoil anything. So I got my ring back, and between the diamond and the gold, there's a bunch of sand, tiny little sand grains, and I actually love it. I think it's super sweet and cute because I love my wedding ring. It's mine, and I'm so thankful. So Curtis the Ring Finder is amazing. If you're in San Diego, California, you lose a ring, he is so nice. Anyway, that's my story. So we found my ring, I cried, flipped over everything in the room, we went to the beach, and Curtis found it. Lots of love to Curtis. So I hope you guys like this video. It's kind of just a random, but have a good Friday and a very, very good weekend. And to all the people who followed me, the 34, I love you all. I get so excited every time I see the freaking, it makes me happy that people are enjoying what I'm posting. So, love you all.